All right. Welcome to today's Pep Talk with your host, with your coach, Dr. Ellis. Thank you for being here on today. Pep Talk stands for Pastor Ellis Powell, teacher, author, life coach, and most of all, your friend. All right. Been on this, new series for the last several days, mentoring. I couldn't wait to get to it because it's paramount that you have a mentor. All right, it's paramount that you have a mentor. You need someone who's been there, done that, or at least someone who's ahead of you that can tell you what to look for. We talked about that awesome Chinese proverb that says, if you want to know where you're going, ask those who are coming back. They already been there, so ask those who's coming back. What is it? What should I prepare for? What should I look for? Do I have everything I need right now? All those good things is what we're talking about, all right? So I left off, I left off on, find my notes here. I left off on Tuesday telling you the 6 signs of a good mentor. 6 signs or indicators of a good mentor. But before I get started with that, again, thank you for allowing me to be your mentor. Hopefully I've impacted your life somehow, some way, and that you're better for it, and that you'll continue to get better. Read a quote the other day that says you can change without growing, but you cannot grow without changing. So we're all about growing here. It's about growing. God says, be fruitful and what? Multiply. So it's all about growing. All right? And that means you have to change. You have to change. So let me give you a good scripture today. 1 Thessalonians 2:8 regarding mentoring. Having so found an affection for you, we were well pleased to impart to you not only the gospel of God, but also our own lives, because you have become very dear to us. Doesn't sound like a lot, but he says we've well pleased to impart to you not only the gospel, but our own lives. See, now he said, I'm going to share my life with you because you are very dear to us. That means relationship. So this is mentoring here, all right? The good book, the Bible, is all about mentoring. Again, one of the best things that a leader could ever say to you regarding personal growth is come, follow me. And that's what Jesus said to his disciples, come, follow me, which means through following me, you have a relationship with me. You'll spend time with me. You'll be able to observe me, not just what I say, but also what I do. You'll have a model before you. I can answer any questions you might have. All that encompasses just come, follow me. All right? So that's where we're at on that. Let me make sure I make that notation on my little notes here. All right, I think I left off, on 4 of the 6 indicators of a good mentor. And I told you 1 was a good mentor is a worthy example. 2, I told you a good mentor is available before you. He's available, or she is available. A good mentor has proven experience, and a good mentor possesses wisdom. All right, possess wisdom. I told you the story about the manufacturing company that had an issue with their machinery. They called in an expert. Expert came, and all he brought was this little black bag with him. He sat down with them for several hours, watched how their processes go, and then went to a certain position on the machine, opened his bag, took out a little hammer, tink, tink, hit the machine, boom, machine started working properly and started cranking out all the products that was not working, all right? And the company was losing millions of dollars a day, all right? So the company president was ecstatic and excited and says, man, we thank you so much. How much do I owe you? And the expert said, $1 million. He said, what? $1 million? How can you say I owe you $1 million? He said, put it send me an invoice. And sure enough, the man sent the invoice through the mail. And the invoice read, 1 hammer, $10. Knowing where to hit the hammer, $90, right. That was it. It wasn't so much the hammer, it was where to use it. That's where the wisdom comes in. You ever call someone a plumber or or AC guy, whatever the case may be, goes in, do what he got to do, and leave in 30 minutes and give you a bill. You go, man, that was it? That's all you did? I could have done that. No, you couldn't. Otherwise, you wouldn't have called him. You paid him for his wisdom. You paid him for his expertise. That's what you pay him for. All right? So that was number 4. Let's get to number 5 of the good indicator or a good sign of a mentor. A good mentor provides friendship and support. A good mentor provides friendship and support. Most followers ask a mentor, do you care for me? Who wants to be guided by a person who isn't interested in them? They unselfishly working to help you reach your potential. So you got a mentor who unselfishly take the time out of his schedule or her schedule, their lives, their family, so forth and so on, to spend time with you. All right? Business coach and author James Vericolo, Verocolo, Vericolo, says, great things happen whenever we stop seeing ourselves as God's gift to others and begin seeing others as God's gift to us. I'll read that again. He said, great things happen whenever we stop seeing ourselves as God's gifts to others and begin seeing others as God's gifts. All right? One quote says, don't be driven by the desire to say something, but the desire to learn something from everyone. So don't be driven, make my note here, don't be driven by the desire to say something, but the desire to learn something from everyone. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's friendship and support. Without it, expectations would always fall short. You're going to need friendship. You're going to need to be around some people that you just naturally like. Otherwise, it's going to be just difficult. It's going to be forced. It's not going to be natural. It's not going to be done with ease. All right? So you want to be mentored by somebody that naturally likes you and you like them. All right? It's really difficult to be friends with somebody or be mentored by somebody, shall I say. They say, well, I don't have to like you. Sure you do. To like me, which means you'll be naturally want to help me. But if you don't naturally like me, it's going to be difficult for you to naturally want to help me. You'll help me, but you won't go out of your way for me because you don't naturally like me. You have to naturally like me. All right? So I wrote down a couple things as far as these expectations. Without these, the relationship will fall short. I got 4 of them. One is knowledge without support is sterile. It's empty. That's pretty much what it means. I just use sterile, which means there's no feelings at all. So knowledge without support is sterile. 2, advice without friendships feels cold. I give you some advice. It's like somebody say, hey, if you want to I can give you some advice about something. But you're like, yeah, but we ain't friends, so I don't know if I could, how much, investment, how much thought I could take away from it. So advice without friendship feels a bit cold. Candor without care is harsh, but with it is emotionally satisfying. So candor without care is harsh, but with care, it is emotionally satisfying. So you can be candid. All right, let me tell you straight up what it's about. Right. But if it's done with care, it could be emotionally satisfying. If it's done, hey, man, I just got to tell you what it is, and you say it in a rough manner, then it won't be emotionally satisfying. And 4, growth comes from both the head and the heart. Supportive people shares both. So when people are supporting you, they share both, not just their knowledge, but also their heart and what they care about. And they care about is you, and they care about your potential, and they care about getting you to the next level. They care. All right? So again, people do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. And when you care, then they're interested in what you know. All right? All right, so that was 5. A good mentor provides friendship and support. All right? 6, a good mentor is a coach who makes a difference in people's lives. A good mentor is a coach who makes a difference in people's lives. You're going to love this. Took a little time to write this out. Coach. Coach derives from the horse-drawn coaches that were developed in the town of Cox, K-O-C-S, during the 15th century. You know, stagecoach. Remember the stagecoach? Horses pulling it. It's a coach. All right? The vehicles were originally used to transport royalty. So very important people would be in the stagecoach. All right? Everybody else would be in buggy or wagon or whatever, but the stagecoach for royalty. It's very important people. All right? A coach remains something or someone who carries a valued person from where they are to where they want to be. I thought that was fascinating. So a stagecoach was originally developed and created to carry important people from place to place, from where they want to be, from where they were to where they want to be. And now a coach, like Coach Ellis, I still carry people from where they are to where they want to be. I thought that was pretty unique there. So a coach still does that. So if you had a coach, you knew you would end up at your desired destination by having a coach. Very important. All right? In other cultures and languages, coaches are known by many different titles and names. In Japan, a coach is known as a sensei. You've heard that before. One who has gone further down the path. In martial arts, its designation is for the master. He's a coach. In Sanskrit, it's called a guru. A coach is a guru. You've heard that term before, a guru. One with great knowledge and wisdom. Gu means darkness. Ru means light. So pretty much a guru is one who takes one from darkness into the light. Helps one see a whole lot better. All right? In Tibet, coach is called a lama, L-A-M-A. One with spirituality and authority to teach. Tibetan Buddhism is called the Dalai Lama. You've heard of that term. The Dalai Lama is the highest ranking teacher. In Italy, a coach is called a maestro, a master teacher of music. In France, a coach is called a tutor, a private teacher during the 14th century, one who serves as a watchman. Even tells a ton of scripture in the good book, in the Bible, that talks about a watchman on the wall, realizing that watchman was sounding their horn, being a coach. Being a coach. Yeah. In England, the word coach means a guide, one who knows and shows the way, the ability to see and point out the better course. I like that. Guide. When you go on vacations and certain trips, you'll be given a tour guide, and it definitely is one who knows and shows the way. All right? In Greece, a coach is called a mentor, a wise and trusted advisor. All right? No matter what word, coaches make a difference. They do 4 things. 1, they help growth. 2, they improve the other person's potential. 3, they increase the other person's productivity. And 4, they help effective positive change with the other person. All right? Also, I decided to give you 5 common characteristics for coaches. 5 common characteristics for coaches. And they all start with the letter C-O-A-C-H, which spells coach. C in coach stands for care for the people they coach. They care for the mentors. They care for the people they coach. O, they observe their attitudes, behavior, and performance. A, they align them with their strengths for peak performance. C, they communicate and give feedback about the other person's performance. And H, they help them to improve their lives and performance. Those are the 5 characteristics of coaches. They care, they observe, they align, they communicate, and they help. All right? So those are the 6 signs and indicators of a good mentor. All right? All right. Let me move on, if you will. Let me give you 15 reasons why you should have a mentor. If you're not convinced as of yet, let me give you 15 reasons why you should have a mentor. All right? Hope you got a pen, Pat. Let's go. 1, you can have multiple mentors at the same time, and you could have dedicated mentors, all right, for certain specifics in your life. So if you need you're going in business, you need a business mentor. If you're going in health, you need a health mentor. If you're going in spirituality, you need a spiritual mentor. If you're going to school, you need a school mentor, etc. See what I'm saying? So we got specifics. But you could have multiple mentors. All right. Another reason why you want to have a mentor is, as I told you earlier, they've been there, they've done that. The biggest advantage you have of getting a mentor is they've already made the mistakes. That's one of the biggest things. They've already made the mistakes. They've already made the mistakes. Remember one time I asked my dad, hey, do I have to do everything right? He said, no, just make sure you don't do everything wrong. I was like, man, that was just a brilliant little piece of advice. You don't have to do everything right, just trying to do everything wrong. So if you can find out what not to do that's wrong, you are already ahead of the game. You save yourself time, money, and resources. Yeah. See, having a mentor, they've already made all the mistakes. They can already tell you what don't work. All right? Another reason for why you should have a mentor. You can talk to someone who's unbiased, a third party, and they will not put feelings above facts. Results is the name of the game. So it's not like you talk to a spouse or talk to a brother, a sister, a sibling, or a relative, or a friend, or a best friend, or a coworker. Yeah, these people ain't got no feelings involved at all. They can be unbiased. Say, hey, this is the issue. This is the problem. This is your challenge. This is your opportunity. All right? This is your opportunity. All right? So that's where we're at. Next, another reason why you should have a mentor. They have a whole different network of connections that you don't have. They have a whole group of connections and a network that you don't have, that you can have access to. All right? So they can facilitate references. They can facilitate contacts. All right? They have a whole new network and connections that you simply don't have. And it took them years to get it. And yet you can get it overnight. It took them years to build up that Rolodex. And you can have it overnight. It took them years to nourish that relationship and to get it to where it is. And yet you could benefit from it overnight. Next reason you should have a mentor. It's the best free service you could ever get. That's another thing. It's free. People ain't charging you. They're doing it because they care about you. It's free. It's the best free service you could ever get. They have no financial gain. Otherwise, you can hire a consultant. You can hire book smart people, but no street smart people. I added that in there. Yeah. A mentor ain't charging you nothing. But a consultant, now they'll come in and they're book smart. They'll analyze everything, take all the data, this, that, and the other. But you're paying those jokers by the hour. But not a mentor. It's the best free service you could ever get. All right? They have no financial gain in this. Next reason you should have a mentor. They may introduce to a career path. They may introduce you to a career path that you didn't know existed before. Because they just want you to succeed. So they may introduce to a whole new, hey, I've been watching you, the things, the talents you have, and how you're excited about this, and how you get excited about that, and how you're really not so excited about this. You ever thought about doing this? You ever thought about checking this out? You ever thought about, considering this? No, I haven't. You got to consider this. Right. They'll probably show you a whole new career path you didn't even thought about. All right? Make a little note here, a little mental note. All right. Are you getting this? Hopefully this is beneficial to you today. Next, reason you should have a mentor. A mentor will help you stay in business longer. Yeah. They'll help you stay in business longer. All right? I wrote this down. They'll warn you of negative things. You'll be able to use your resources more effective. Let me write this down. Use your resources more effectively. And then I wrote this down. You'll be amazed. I wrote this down for you. Did you not know 70% of businesses with mentors reach the 5-year mark? 70% of businesses with mentors reach the 5-year mark. 70% of people with mentors reach the 5-year mark. 70%. All right? So that means people who reach the 5-year mark, 30% just happen to get in there with not having a mentor. But 70% of them get to at least 5 years. You see, what's the unique part of this, Dr. Ellis? Glad you asked. The next thing is, if you, by you choosing to have a mentor, you are more likely to succeed with a mentor. Because, watch this. I wrote this down for you. A study of 2013 stated 80% of CEOs that was polled receive mentorship in one form or another. 80% of CEOs in 2013 was polled and received mentorship in one form or another. 80%. 93% of startups stated mentorship is vital. 93% of startups stated mentorship is vital. Now let's go back to that 70% of businesses with mentors reach 5 years. Here's why that's significant. Because only 20% of business survive the first year. Only 20% of businesses survive the first year. Let me say that again. You get ready to start a business, they say only 20% of people who start a business will survive the first year. Wow. But 70% of the people who have a mentor reach 5-year mark. So even out of that 20% of the people who make it the first year, then that means that 70% of the 20% had mentors. So I broke that down. That means of those, half reach the 5-year mark. So watch this. If only 20% of businesses survive the first year, so let's say you got 100% of businesses, 20% survive the first year. Then of those that reach the 5 years, then that's 10%. 20% survive the first year, and then between the first year and the 5th year, 10% more will die off. So half will die off, which means 10%. So out of 100% of businesses that will start off the first year, only 10% will make it. And out of that 10%, 70% of the 10% had mentors. Very cutthroat when starting a business. Very cutthroat. But you're able to be successful and avoid all the pitfalls and holes because you had a mentor. Say, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. Don't be so quick about that. Wait on this. Be patient about this. That's not really important. I know you think it is, but it's not. Stay the course. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important. 8, they push you to learn. They will notice what you lack and need to improve on. They'll get you to read material, study information, and to gain more knowledge. All right? What it means to 15 reasons why you should have a mentor. Next, a mentor will save you a lot of money because every mistake will cost you money. And that's generally how people learn. But they have already paid for it. The mentor have already paid for it with their mistakes. All the money need to be spent, they have already paid for it. Then if you come back and pay another tuition to learn, you can just get it for them for free. As I said earlier, they can see the pitfalls. You can't. All right? And I'll stop today at 10. How about that? And I'll pick it up on Tuesday. I'll stop at 10. And they can help you make the right decision, the right choice. Points you will reach at a crossroads. you will never calculate, you'll never be able to see what they have in store. All right? So that's where we at. Giving you most on today. I'll save the next 5 for you on Tuesday. And then I'll give you the information on, guess what? How to pick a mentor. I'll finish up the reasons why you should have a mentor. Now that I've convinced you how to have a mentor, what to look for in a mentor, then I'll teach you how to pick a mentor. I told you this was going to be a good series, and I hope that it has been a blessing to you. Keep your notepad, because we'll finish up the next 5 reasons as to why to have a mentor, and then I'll give you 6 or 7 on how to pick a mentor, all right? But you need one. You need one. Now, you say, I don't have one. Well, if you're watching, you already have one. His name is Dr. Ellis, all right? So he's already coaching you, all right? Now, for others, and based on whatever skill sets or whatever specifics you need in your life, you have to go online, get some books, do whatever, read. The man who's hungry will hunt. And that's what you got to do. Matthew 7:7, the good teacher, the good master says, ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and the door shall be open. So start seeking, start asking, and start knocking, and things will happen for you. All right? So those things will happen for those folks who are active. It's called the law of activity. All right? So get to it. Get going. Your life depends on it. God bless you. Thank you for taking the time out to spend with me today. I'll see you on Tuesday. We finish up again the 15 reasons as to why you should have a mentor, and then I'll teach you on how to pick a mentor. Hey, I'm Dr. Ellis. Thanks for enjoying Pep Talk today. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. Tell someone about it. Still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. God bless you. We love you. See you on Tuesday. Bye now.